Hey guys, welcome back to episode 3 of the TNT podcast, the Taj and Tory podcast. My name is Tory. I got my brother here, Taj.
TJ.
Yeah,
I know about TJ, but
for sure. We are located right now here at Salle University, the university I go to. So all views, thoughts, and opinions expressed are our own and do not express the views, thoughts, and opinions of Salle University. So let's get straight to it. With that being said, I got my first student athlete on, Americo Pereira. Ooh, that sounds nice. Okay, for sure. Americo is from Hungary and he plays men's soccer here at Salle University. So with that being said, enough of me talking. Let's give a warm welcome to my guy Americo. Appreciate you for coming on for sure.
Appreciate it.
I know this has been in the works for a while, so I appreciate your patience and all that. So, I'm excited to do this with you, bro. For sure. So how you been? I want to talk about how we first met, bro. It's been a long time since I kind of seen you, and right now we have like a class together, kind of.
Yeah.
So let's talk about how we got to know this like relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
we had a business class together last semester. It was a presentations class.
For sure.
And we kind of learned how to present in front of a lot of people.
Word, for sure.
That's how we got to know each
And
other.
she was a great professor. I really loved her. She was like one of the nicest professors I ever met in my life. Like, to be honest with you, and not a lot of professors are like that. You know what I mean? Right?
No.
And we talked a little bit. I remember we had like a talk or something. And that's when I really kind of like wanted to have you on.
Yeah.
And you talked about your experience like being in Hungary and being here as an international student. So I was like, wait, like I low key want to have him on. Like I feel like a lot of people like deserve to like hear your conversation and what you're about. So I feel like this is a much needed conversation, and I thank you for coming on, bro.
Thank you for having me.
Bro,
Thank
definitely.
you.
So let's get straight to it. How's your semester going, bro? I know that you're a freshman. How's everything going? How's soccer going, bro? So I know you got a lot on your plate. That's why, like I said, I appreciate you for doing this. So talk about your semester so far, bro.
It's been pretty good so far. Yeah. We came back January 17th. Yeah. So it was really good to be back, honestly. Like, I had a month home. Like, I went home for the winter.
Really? Okay.
But it's really good to be back, seeing all the guys and stuff. School has been good. School has been going well.
Really?
I feel like I have good grades.
Definitely. That's definitely, important.
Soccer is the other thing. I feel like since I came back, I gained a lot more confidence than last semester. So
Definitely.
I'm pretty happy with this semester so far, yeah.
For sure. I love that for you. I want to get into the nitty gritty of things. You know what I mean?
Right.
Obviously, we got he's on the men's soccer team.
Right.
So talk about a little bit about like what made you so passionate about soccer. Let's go back when you was young. When did you first touch the soccer ball? When did you first really get into it and all of that? So
Yeah. I think I started like touching the soccer ball when I was like 2 or 3 years
Wow,
old. Yeah,
that's
really
crazy.
Really
Dang.
Wow.
Yeah, like early preschool.
Mm-hmm.
And
Straight out the womb.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, straight out
that's
the
crazy.
room.
Yeah,
For
that was
real.
the first
Yeah, you
thing.
started early.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
the first thing I kind of did.
Was it
with
like,
the
my
ball.
bad to cut you off, was it like, did your parents kind of like instill that in you, or was it kind of like more so just you just seeing a soccer ball and just be like, hey, I kind of like this, like let me pick this up, I guess,
It was instincts. It
Really?
wasn't my parents.
Wow.
Yeah, nah, my mom was kind of doing a little bit of track, but nothing crazy. And my father was playing handball. So
Wow.
nobody played soccer
Wow.
in the household. So it was the first thing I saw, and I kicked the ball, and it's been going good since.
That's
then.
awesome. So talk about growing up, getting into soccer, playing soccer as a sport. What made you kind of like get into it competitively?
I went to an academy when I grew up, and it was always competitive. It was always
Right.
kind of you either stay in the academy or you go play soccer with I wouldn't call regular people.
Oh, football.
It's
Dang.
football.
Okay,
It's not
football.
soccer. It's not soccer.
Okay, yeah,
right.
we got to change that.
It's not
Wait, so
soccer.
it's not soccer at all?
It's football.
Football.
It's football.
So it's football everywhere else.
But
except
why do we
America.
call it soccer then? Why can't we call it football?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense at all.
Even growing up, like it's always like, okay, this is soccer. Like they never tell you like, okay, it's football because it's football everywhere else, but it's soccer here.
That's a conversation in itself.
It's
You know
an
what I mean?
American thing. Like
Right?
it's not our fault. Like that's how
Yeah,
we.
we're-
That's
we're-
literally
yeah,
like.
yeah.
No, I can use soccer if you guys want me to. It's completely.
No, it's you. It's you. So.
Wait, so what's football? No, let me just stop. So competitively, like you just really just kind of stick with it and like all that. You know?
Yeah. Throughout the years, it's like they are always pushing you to kind of be better. And if you don't want to be, you're always free to leave and just pursue whatever else you want to do. But if you're really passionate about it, you actually, go through it and push through it. And yeah, that's why I'm here right now.
I love that, for real.
Were there any other sports that you were into, like growing up and stuff?
Not really.
No
I
other sports?
actually only played soccer my whole life.
You never played any other sports before?
Not competitively. Like if we go out, mess around, play basketball.
Yeah, like messing around. Type.
Nothing crazy.
I feel that.
Always soccer.
For sure. So, did your parents kind of like, you obviously love soccer and all that. Did your parents kind of instill that in you to like, hey, go for this? If you want to do it correctly. I'm a be there to guide you. Did they kind of instill that in you from like at a young age?
I mean, they were always protective.
Definitely.
But they always told me that, if you do something, do it right.
Don't quit.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Same thing as my mom told me, for sure. So we definitely understand where that comes from,
Yeah.
Who I want to get into like the kind of like the like when did you know kind of like when you were really good at soccer? Like what age do you think that came about?
Yeah. I mean, it was 2 phases, I would
Okay.
say. The first phase was
about it.
First phase when I was like 10 years old.
Okay.
Okay.
I was kind of
Young age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was always like a bit more physically dominant
Mm-hmm.
Right.
than other kids.
Really?
Yeah, back in the day. Not
Yeah.
anymore.
A little old now. You can't really. Okay.
But yeah, that was the first part, and then I kind of lost confidence around like age 14.
Really?
I had
What?
an injury. Yeah,
Okay.
I broke
That
my
happens.
ankle.
That'll do it to you.
Yeah, and but thankfully I bounced back.
Really?
And again at like 15, 16, that's when things really start to get good for me. So I would
Really?
say those two ages, like 16 and 10.
Definitely.
Okay.
Talk a little bit about that. Like, what was your mentality was that your first ever injury?
Yeah.
Talk about your mentality back then. Like when you got injured, like you said, you was it was kind of down for you. Obviously, whoever is getting injured want to pursue some passion. You're always gonna get down from that. So talk about how did you really bounce back from that, and like how did you kind of get out of that funk? Cause like
how was it mentally
human
for you? Because I played sports before and I was injured before, and it kind of. I mean, my career, I wasn't that good. My career wasn't going nowhere anyways, but like it really affected my mental. So how did getting injured affect yours?
I mean, it really affected me really hard.
Really?
I was young, like I was just in like 8th grade,
Yeah,
and
I was young too.
When I heard the news, I was crying. Like I was
Really?
like, this is over and stuff.
Was it like a leg injury or?
It was I
ankle,
broke my
right?
ankle.
Yeah.
Ankle?
Yeah.
Didn't you
ankle
have an ankle injury too?
I had a hairline fracture on my left ankle. My ankle's still not the same. Like it wasn't permanent damage, but like I didn't heal right off it. So like that's why I'm still not that I didn't heal right, but like after like I wasn't really taking care of it like that. I wasn't really stretching, and that's why it's still like kind of messed up today. But I know mentally for me like it was just tough because I felt like I was already like smaller than all the other kids, so I didn't really feel like I could compete with like my peers and stuff.
Definitely.
So like, how was it for you? From the competitive like aspect, like how did you feel did you feel like you couldn't measure up, or like how was it like mentally?
At first I felt like
it was that deep.
I was protecting myself kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
I didn't want to get injured again, so it was kind of like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go
I
into
relate to all that,
tackles
so
and
Facts.
stuff. Yeah, so it's hard.
How long was you out for when that injury came about?
About like 3.5 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Rehab and all that took a toll on you?
Yeah.
I feel that for sure. So was there like, I know you played in Hungary, right? So like, do you think there's a difference in playing Hungary soccer, I guess, and then coming here to America,
Yeah, it's a huge difference.
Really?
It's a huge difference.
Wow.
Yeah. First of all, it's called football, not soccer.
Oh my God.
That's what we talked about. Yeah.
Dang, I got okay. All right,
No,
all right.
you can
I got. Nah, I'm gonna call it football. I got my
No,
guess
you're
here.
right.
I'm gonna call it football. Okay, good.
No, but like obviously, yeah, you call it different. It's another aspect, but I would say it's much more like physically dominant here in the U.S.
Really?
than back home.
Okay.
Like, we try to run plays back home that are much more complex than I would say here. But still here, if you are really physically dominant, you're good.
Wow.
You're good, I would say. Yeah.
Word.
So it's more like y'all play the game more intellectually over there.
I wouldn't call it more intellectually. I would say it's just like the coaches ask us different things. Like the game is so fast here.
Here in America.
Here in America,
Okay.
yeah.
I asked because it's the same. It's pretty much the same for basketball. Like overseas, they run a lot of plays. Like it's more like they develop like the fundamentals from a young age overseas, and over here it's not everything, but like if you're physically dominant, like you're gonna excel no matter what coach is teaching you.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
I don't know if it's kind of the same or is it kind of different from how your like development was.
I mean, you also have to be, good with the fundamentals in soccer.
For sure,
I would say that's
definitely.
a must. But like the game is so like fast here,
fast paced,
so fast,
really,
that you really don't have the ability to show off your skills and stuff. Like you have to be physically dominant to be able to do that. So that's why
that makes sense.
Yeah.
For real. So obviously you play for the Salle men's soccer team. So talk about like that. Talk about the camaraderie. How you guys, like interact with each other. Talk about everything like that.
Yeah. I feel like our team is like a big family.
Definitely.
I really love being here. Like the guys are like a big part of my life.
For sure.
I would say,
you guys hang out a lot and all that.
So much, especially
this. It's like a brotherhood kind of.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely.
It is, for sure.
So like what's your obviously you have a passion for this. Obviously this is something that you love. So like what's your ultimate goal like in the long run? I know that you're young. You're still young at the same time. So like do you have like an end goal maybe? Like where do you see yourself?
Yeah, I want to play pro.
Definitely.
Sure. Playing pro in the U.S. is I think it's hard.
Really?
But that's what I'm rooting for right now. Like that's what I'm trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, even if it's back home, Hungary, pro.
For sure, anywhere, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Do you kind of like I know it's 2022. I mean 2023, and I feel like mental health is kind of is like very much normalized now. I feel like. Is there any like kind of do you have any doubts within yourself like hey like it's a tough practice, it's a tough game, I don't know if I do you have any doubts within yourself like hey like I don't know if I could keep doing this, like how do you get out of that funk, you know what I mean?
It's for me it's the early wake ups here.
Yeah, 6 a.m. workouts, right?
Tough.
And then you start contemplating like why am I doing this,
is it worth it,
is it worth it? Yeah, but when you have an ultimate goal,
facts,
you just do it.
Would you say you're a morning person or not so much?
I'm a morning person, but not
a get up and do stuff and at the crack of dawn type of
morning person.
For real. Yeah. I feel that.
I don't think anybody's that type of morning person.
It's hard.
Are you used to it, you think? Like 6 a.m. workouts, you think you're used to it? Or nah, I can't get used to it.
Oh, no, now I am.
Really?
Now I am, yeah.
I feel that.
You just have to, go to sleep
just grind it out,
Yeah.
For sure. If you really love to do it, you just got to grind it out.
Yeah.
So how do you're a full-time student, freshman, how do you juggle with being a full-time student, especially like you're business administration major, right?
Yeah.
So how do you juggle, I feel like, to be honest, in my opinion, I feel like business is kind of really like one of the hardest majors here at LaSalle, like business and nursing, I feel like. Finance, accounting, I'm not good with numbers or anything like that. I'll leave that up to them, So how do you juggle with being a full-time student all while, going to 6 a.m. workouts, right after workout, got to go straight to class, 8 a.m., 9:30, whatever. How do you juggle being a full-time student all while being an athlete?
Yeah. I feel like it's time management.
Definitely.
It all comes down to time management.
It's important.
Just kind of thinking about what you're going to do the next day. You have practice at 6:30. You're going to finish at 9. Then you have class. Then after class, what are you going to do? Like,
Right.
You just have to figure it out by yourself. And then I feel like when you have a set time that when you're going to work on school, work on school. When you have practice, when you have me time, everything has a place.
Have me time.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Did it take some getting used to? Time management and all that, really?
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy at first. Like I'm slacking sometimes. Yeah.
Really, I feel that because especially me, like my freshman year, bro. Now that I'm a senior, bro, I'm totally different. And I'm kind of getting there. I feel like we all go through those little ruts. Sometimes you just like kind of all over the place, and you kind of figure out on how to get back on track.
Time management. That's not something, especially if you're a freshman. That's not something you're gonna figure out overnight.
Definitely.
But it starts by just taking it one day at a time and just figuring out like how your schedule is and how everything sort of lines up, and you just sort of like take it as it comes. But ultimately, like I had to like really sit down and like map out like what I was doing, when I was doing it, and like everything in between. So that's not like a simple thing that you're gonna figure out like within your freshman year. Like you might not figure it out like totally until like late sophomore year or early junior year.
For sure. Yeah.
So like just for time management, even if if you're not that good, with it right now, like you're gonna figure it out. Like
Facts.
everybody gets to
Facts.
figure
It takes
figure
time
out.
for real.
Yeah.
You know, you say that. So, do you? What are some ways you kind of manage your time? Like, do you keep a schedule around? You know, what are some ways you really?
Yeah, I have a schedule.
Really?
I have a schedule. Yeah.
And every day you just put in like, hey, I got this due. I got this. You know, I got practice 6 a.m. tomorrow. You know.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah. I mean, you know, after like 6 p.m., it's kind of free time.
For sure,
But
you
before that-
definitely need it. For
Yeah.
sure.
It's the same to this day. After 6 p.m., I'm out of it.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel that. Are you that type of? Because I feel like for me, I hate being bored. Are you that type of person where you're like, you know, you like being busy? You know. Or do you also like, you know, we all like our me time. You know, we all like,
Right.
you know, but I feel like for you, especially for you, you got a lot going on. So do you kind of like that kind of like adrenaline rush? Like, hey, I'm doing this. Then like going down to do the list of everything you're doing. And like, do you kind of like that feeling or nah, not really?
I like it. I mean, it's not like something I'm searching for, you know? It's
I feel
something
that.
I have to do.
I feel that.
But at the
Yeah,
same time,
yeah.
it's like, it's okay to do, you know? It's life. It's our life.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
Definitely. I guess any advice out there to like student athletes on how to like better manage your time, you know, anything like that, you know, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, one thing I would say is really like sit down and just, you know, figure out your schedule, you know?
For sure.
It's writing something down on a piece of paper. What am I going to do at a set time? And, you know, it's just doing it, like following the schedule. That's all I can say. That's all that worked for me.
Word.
You know, that's all I can say.
Did you have anybody like help you out with your schedule and like mapping out your time management, or did you take the initiative to do that on your own?
I did it on my own.
Wow.
Wow, that takes some guts too.
That takes some guts
for sure.
And some maturity because I was not.
No,
like,
in freshman year
I
I
had to
wasn't.
have somebody help me
we
out.
was,
with
we
my
was still young
time.
freshman year. You know, we wasn't
Yeah.
really like, you know, like
Right.
once you come to college as a freshman, you're just kind of thrown in there. You know, like obviously,
Yeah,
like
no matter what you do.
I went to like a college preparatory high school. They kind of taught you some things. I feel like high school was way harder than college for some reason. I don't know
That was
why.
for you. College. Harder than high school for me.
High school, I did not like high school in terms of academics, but you know, like I said, you're kind of just thrown into the fire and just kind of just gotta, you know, swim, like just keep swimming, you know. So like, talk about that. Like, what was the first, like that first, you know, like what did it take some getting used to, like being independent, doing everything on your own? You know what I mean? Like, or did your parents kind of instill in you like, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that, you know, then, you know.
It was kind of a mixture, I would say that. But, you know, back home, I played soccer, like, during the mornings. So I was missing school sometimes.
I feel that.
So I, like, went into only 2 classes out of the 6. So I had to kind of, you know, catch up with everybody else in school when I go in the next day. So
This was in
kinda,
high school?
That was high school,
Okay.
yeah. So, like, that's where I kind of learned how to manage my time.
Really?
And when I came here, it was more easy. But still, you know, it has to, you know, you have to get used to it. You know?
I feel that.
It's hard.
For sure.
Hard.
Definitely. So I kind of want to turn a little something else real quick. I know that you're an international student here at Salle University. You're from Hungary. So, you know, talk about your time down there. I know that many international students here at Salle University, you know, like they come a long way from home. You know, I have a friend, you know, back in high school, and he came to high school when he was a freshman from Nigeria or whatever, and he came with me to LaSalle or whatever, and he hasn't seen his parents in over 6 years. You know, and sometimes, you know, a lot of international students, they kind of struggle with that, you know, like they still talk or whatever, but it's just not that same feeling you get when you're together. You know, you don't have that same dynamic or whatever. So talk about that and, like, you know, your time down in Hungary, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I was born and raised there.
For sure.
In one city. So, you know, it's a hard, you know,
I feel that.
It's a hard transition. I'm really not the best at communicating with family members. You know,
I feel that.
It's
It
hard.
happens though.
Yeah,
you know, it happens.
So, you know, the time difference is making it hard.
So
Right.
time difference, right? So what time would it? Do you know what time it would be that right now down there?
I mean, it's plus 6 hours then compared to us. So it's like
It's a 6.
like 9
dang.
p.m., 10 p.m. around that time.
Wow.
Shoot,
Yeah.
that's a big time difference for real.
Yeah, that's worse than Hawaii.
Yeah.
I think it's like a 4-hour time difference.
Is it? I don't know for sure.
Like, I think it's like a 4-hour. I
Really?
don't know. I could be wrong. Don't shoot me. Like, like we only been to Hawaii one time. We don't know
Facts,
for sure,
facts,
so-
and we love to go again. for
Yeah,
real.
I know it was like a crazy time difference.
Definitely.
But 6 hours is a lot.
So talk a little bit about that. Like, you know, do you sometimes struggle kind of being here on your own? You know what I mean? you know, I feel like I would definitely, like, I don't know how you do it. I'm gonna be honest, you know. So talk about that a little bit. Do you sometimes struggle with like being an international student, just being a long way from home, you know?
I mean, I'm not homesick.
Really?
But
Okay.
I miss my friends. Like
Definitely.
I miss my friends back home.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not the play. Obviously, I miss the place too.
For
But
sure.
friends and family is most important to me. So I miss them a lot. But I try to, you know, just talk to them as much as I can, even though I'm not the best at that. But the guys here are making it easier for me.
For sure.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
For
like,
sure.
yeah.
And that always helps, you know. You don't want to kind of be a loner out there and just dealing with stuff on your own. You know, it's
I was
always
about
okay to
ask,
talk
like,
to
do you
people,
feel
whether
like
your
you're around,
friends.
like a good group of guys around here, and
Yeah.
it
For
makes
sure.
it easier to be around them as opposed to like just missing your people's back home.
Definitely.
Exactly.
And like they like you said, like they kind of are your second family in a way, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
Exactly.
For
Yeah.
sure. So like, was there like coming to America, right? You know, what really made you want to kind of like pursue, you know, maybe like athletics here, a career here in America? You know, like what's that saying? You know, America's a land of opportunity, I guess. You know, so everybody comes down here, I guess. So what made you really want to like kind of pursue like, all right, I'm gonna come down to America. I'm gonna do everything right. You know, I'm gonna be on top of my goals. You know.
I mean, I like to explore new places.
For sure.
That's one thing. Like, it's a really good adventure for me.
Definitely.
Experience. And also, I just wanted to combine athletics and education into one. And I feel like here the system is kind of figured. Like, it's really good.
Really?
They figured it out here.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Wow.
Really. I
So
feel that.
the two together, you know, it would not work as good as here back home.
Really.
So I'm really happy with, you know, how
I
it
get
turned
that.
out.
How everything turned out.
Yeah.
How you liking Philly?
Word. How
Like,
you like
been
Philly, bro?
exploring.
For real. You ever had a cheesesteak before? You ever?
I'm
How you like
not
it?
a real one. I had one from Treetops.
Oh,
Not
bro,
a
come
real
on
cheesesteak.
now.
They be
What?
telling you what's real and what's not real cheesesteaks around here.
No, I don't.
All right, let me, because I'm from South Jersey. I'm not from here, but South
Yeah.
Jersey's across the way, so you know what I
Yeah,
mean. Let me see. My favorite's kind of Geno's. Geno's is up there for me. Del Sandro's. I like Del Sandro's too, but I feel like Geno's is number one. That's kind of only two I really had, in my opinion. I'm not really. Don't shoot me, y'all. Like I know I gotta expand my horizons around here. I know there's plenty of good cheesesteaks around
I
here.
ain't too crazy,
Like,
bro.
I really want to try Jim's cheesesteaks. I really want to try that. You know, and
I never
I heard
tried Jim's before.
I heard Angelo's has some good cheesesteaks too.
I tried Angelo's.
Really?
once,
When
a
was
long
that?
time
What the
ago,
heck?
like, when I first started going out, I ain't started going out really until like my sophomore year, like with my homies and stuff. And we went to gyms, like just on some random stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't the first time I had a cheesesteak, but it was one of the first times I had a cheesesteak. I was like, oh, this is alright. It was alright. But it was good though. It was really good. I'm not too crazy about them, but it was good.
Facts. I'm not easy. I don't know why like Philly kind of crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Why do you think Philly really loves their cheesesteaks?
Asking
you
me,
know?
I don't know. It's regional things. It's different things.
For
It's
sure.
different cities,
Yeah.
different regions. Like
Definitely.
you know, everything has
For sure. So far you only tried Treetops cheese.
Yeah.
Dang, bro. Come on, bro. I'm gonna take you out, bro. I got my own car around here. I'm gonna take you to a few spots for real. Definitely. So like, you know, coming here to Philly or whatever, you know, was there any like, let's say, cultural shock, like in comparison to being down in Hungary? Was there anything like that you had to really get used to? Like, oh, I'm not really used to this. Like, you know what I mean?
One thing was kind of the weather. The
Yeah,
weather
it
is
gets-
all over the place.
It gets a little cold down here. I'm not
It
gonna
gets
lie.
cold, and then in the summer it gets super hot.
Yeah, bro.
Right.
So it's like all over the place.
How's the weather in Hungary?
Yeah.
It's really similar, but it's not as bipolar as here. Like,
Oh, okay.
it's just if it's cold for a week, and then you know it might get.
Oh,
warmer
so it's
and
more
stuff.
consistent, like it's in terms of weather.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Wow.
So what's something that you say like the weather is something you have to get used to quickly?
Yeah.
For sure.
That's one. And then the food.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that because I remember I had a conversation with you one time, and you said like there's a big difference in the food down here, which I'm curious about because like, you know, I feel like the food down in Europe is like, I don't know, I hear saying that it's like always like healthier and like, let's say, cleaner, I guess. So talk about that a little bit. I'm interested in let the people know what's the food in comparison to Europe, in comparison to America. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So one thing is like everything here is full of sugar. Like for sure, full of sugar.
Well,
yeah, man.
You
Yeah.
know, it's I don't know how or why. You know, everything has a lot of, you know, fat in it, oils and stuff. I mean, it's good. It tastes good.
For
I'm not
sure.
saying
Right.
not everything, but a lot of things, like, you know, taste good.
Mhm.
But back home, it's like Yeah, I would say it's much cleaner.
Really?
Like you can feel much more healthy.
Wow.
Back home, yeah. Like I really do feel the difference.
That's crazy.
See, that's the thing. Like everything, not specifically, but everything around here just tastes so greasy, and I don't. You know,
Yeah, you're right.
Me personally, I've been trying to clean up my diet, but it's really
Facts.
hard, especially
Facts.
if you live out here, because
Yeah.
everything is sugar, grease,
Yeah.
grease,
I feel
And being healthy is so expensive, you know, like trying to
it
be
is
healthy
expensive.
is mad
We
expensive.
don't even got a Whole Foods around us.
No, we gotta go. We gotta travel out the way to go there.
Yeah,
You know?
the nearest Whole Foods is like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
It's in
yeah.
Marlton, so it's like a little. purple.
Okay, yeah.
My point is, there's not a lot of healthy food
Word.
around
Yeah,
us,
For
so
real.
yeah.
So
we gotta really branch out for that.
are you used to it? Is that something you have to get used to, like the food down here?
Yeah, for sure. That's one thing that I'm still kind of trying to get used to.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, that's
Do you sometimes struggle with eating healthy or anything like that? Like you know what I mean?
yeah.
Really?
That's my main.
Especially as an athlete, you know,
Yeah.
that gotta be hard.
Yeah.
That's my main concern right now. Like I'm trying to cut down as much sugar as possible, but you know it's hard. It's hard.
Facts. I feel that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying my best.
For sure.
Okay.
So like, you know, I feel like a lot of students, you know, go through what you go through as an international student, and you know, that's the reason why I wanted to have you on. You know, because like you guys make the ultimate sacrifice. You know, especially as student athletes. You know, you guys go through so many things. You know, so like let's say international student athletes watching right now. What is some advice to give to that person on how to like adjust to America? How to you know, kind of like put yourself out there a little bit. You know, what advice do you have to international students?
I think one advice I could give is like to take in the culture that's
For
out
sure.
here. You know, just try to embrace it, try to make it yours. It's you know, it's a different lifestyle, and you know, you have to accept how people live here, how things are here. And you know, if you're struggling, I would say that's a way where you can, you know, feel more comfortable with being so far away from home,
Right.
and just making yourself comfortable here. You
For
know?
sure. And
Yeah.
I also think that that's very important. One thing that's very important is the fact that, you know, to utilize your, you know, student counseling. I feel like, you know, student counseling plays a big role here on campus. I feel like, you know, if anybody's going through something, go to student counseling real quick. It's
Yeah,
not too.
definitely helps.
It doesn't hurt to talk to
Definitely
somebody.
helps.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like we should like, I don't know. I feel like we gotta normalize that within college students. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of brushed under the rug a little bit, and I feel like we gotta. Like,
I feel like
you know what I mean?
lately, in later years, it's, you know, it's becoming more, you know, normalized to really see
sure.
and talk to somebody,
Definitely.
you know, about stuff like that. And, you know, I feel like it should be more promoted
For sure.
because a lot of students, I know from my experience in college, a lot of students just straight up don't know how the logistics work, how to reach out to
Facts.
somebody, how
Facts.
like even where the student counseling office is, like you know, a lot of that they got to go out of their way to find out.
Yeah.
Like, I
And
had,
it's not easy. It's not easy, you know?
it's not easy
For sure.
It's not.
So let's get into like a more different topic, you know what I mean? Let's talk about college, bro. I know it's just kind of a, you know, we don't really want to talk about college like that. It's kind of like a not a fun topic, I guess, you know. But like you're a business administration major. So talk about some of the things you want to pursue in that like field, you know. Talk about anything like that, you know.
Yeah. So I'm business admin major, but I also have a minor in sports management.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
one thing I would really want to do is just work with the sports team, like the business side of it. That's something that I would really
Definitely.
would like to pursue after I'm done playing pro. You
Yeah,
know,
for
that's
sure,
obviously the
definitely.
ultimate
That's
goal.
first. That's first, and then
That's
Yeah.
first.
you got something to fall back on.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Nice,
For real. For real.
You got me.
Word.
Yeah, but it's like just the sports team. Like I like a lot of sports. Like I watch hockey, basketball, all
Really?
that stuff. Yeah.
Word.
Not
Nice.
actively, but I do like them. Like
Yeah.
I watch them.
What's your favorite? My bad. What's your favorite?
It is soccer. Soccer is my
Of course.
Other than that,
Yeah, of
basketball.
course.
Basketball.
Got you.
Your favorite soccer player or somebody that?
Oh yeah.
you,
What's your
like,
favorite football? Football.
Your foot. I'm
Foot-
sorry.
Come on now. Come on.
I was trying to
Dang,
remind you
we got
about
we got a
that.
guest
Nah,
here. Let's, you know, football player. What's your favorite?
Americans.
Wait. Don't mind us. You know what I
No,
mean?
you good, you
What's
good.
your favorite football player, bro?
It's Rafael Varane. I'm not sure if you guys know him. He plays for Manchester United right now.
Okay.
He's French. He plays the same position as I do,
Really?
and I feel
Nice.
like he's one of the players that really inspired me to play
Yeah.
the way I play right now.
Definitely.
So he's my favorite one for
Do
sure.
you see like do you really like learn from him like his moves and all that? Do you see like yourself like kind of imitating his moves a little bit?
Yeah,
Really?
for sure. Yeah, same.
Watch a lot
play
of
style.
highlight tapes and stuff.
Yeah, I watched like when I was little. I watched
Really?
all of them. Whenever they came out, watched first day. You know,
For
I like them
sure.
a lot. Yeah.
Definitely. I love that. You know, back to college or whatever. Are you first of all are you in the sports management? I guess there's a sports management club here on campus. Are you in that at all, or
No, I'm not.
you in sports management? Come on now.
I'm a minor.
Or no, okay, I
I'm
feel
a
that.
freshman right now, so
I feel that.
I'm
Sure,
trying to
you
figure
got
out-
a long way to go.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, yeah.
Try to
You
get
got
a few
time.
facts.
You got time.
I don't want to, for sure. So, our last segment, let's get into some rapid fire, bro. Let the people know. Let the people get to know my guy, Americo. You feel me? It's my guy right here. So, what's your favorite place? I don't think that's in. Did you look at him? Dang,
Yeah.
I try to keep it discreet.
You good.
What's your favorite place you've traveled to? Have you been to a lot of places?
I have.
Really?
Yeah, thankfully.
Really?
Yeah, I've been to a lot of places, but my favorite probably will have to be Finland.
Ooh,
I've been to
okay.
Finland.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Interesting.
Really?
It's really beautiful. Yeah.
Is it cold down there?
It's cold. It's really
Oh,
cold.
is it more like a snowboarding ski type of place, or
I mean,
a lot of
places.
mountains, a lot of snow and stuff?
I would say a lot of snow. I don't know about mountains. It's like a lot of
Oh.
lakes that are frozen. Like
Okay.
It's a beautiful place.
For sure.
Nice.
I feel that. We gotta go. For real.
Idea. It's an
Word.
idea.
What's your favorite food? Do you have a favorite food?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I really like salmon. Salmon with some kind of pasta.
I like
That's
salmon.
him.
Okay.
I
Bro,
love
every
salmon.
time we go to a restaurant, that's all he gets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So he's healthy.
expand. I mean, I guess, but like,
See,
but
I'm
expand.
already on the right path. You
Expand your horizons a little bit. You feel me? Like, you don't gotta eat salmon all the time. You feel me?
I don't.
Yes, you do, bro.
No, I don't.
Well, what else do you eat besides salmon at a restaurant?
No, okay.
Exactly.
This could be a whole other conversation,
Exactly.
but no other restaurants like be having like good food to me. Like
What?
straight up, every restaurant I've ever been to is just like, I don't know if it's an American thing, but like it's just like, okay, you got the salmon.
He's a picky eater, if you haven't noticed.
I am.
He's a
I
picky
am,
eater.
and that's part of it. But like everything just tastes generic, so I was just like, okay, forget it. I'll just order the salmon.
Word.
But salmon is my favorite food,
Word.
and I do order it most places. Not all the time, but most places.
Okay, all right.
It's not all the time. It's not all the time.
So what's your biggest pet peeve?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't like loud people that much.
I feel that. I
Just
feel
like, I
that.
don't like just loudness.
That's
like,
him. For real.
Yeah.
Word. Okay. What's favorite artist? You have a favorite artist? What's your favorite? Hold up. What's your favorite genre? of music.
I'm kind of between rap and R&B.
Okay, for sure. Same,
Okay.
same.
I think I
Okay.
could guess what your favorite artist is
I guess then.
because of the XO.
Not him.
Oh,
It's not him.
XO means weekend, guys. XO is like the
In
weekends.
case y'all know, that's the weekend.
The weekend.
I like him a lot though.
Word.
I like him a lot too.
Same,
He's not
same.
my favorite, but I like him.
Mhm.
My favorite one would be for rap. It's Drake.
For sure.
I just
Hey,
like
give me
Drake.
some. Yeah, that's my favorite artist. That's my
It's
favorite
just-
artist.
Not mine, but it's
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
like,
and then for like R&B, it's Brent Faiyaz.
mm?
like
Yo,
his choice.
okay, he got good taste
Oh,
right
you got,
here.
no, you
Wait
got
a
good
minute.
taste. You got good taste.
Wait a
You
minute.
got good taste.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see you. Do you have a favorite all-time song?
No Role Models by J. Cole.
Okay, you got really good
But I
taste.
like this guy. I'm not gonna lie. I like this guy. For real.
You got good
This
taste.
guy got good taste. I'm not gonna lie. For real. Okay. Let me try to go through quick with these questions. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you have a little plan, a little 5-year plan? What do you think?
Not a 5-year plan, but as I said, I want to play pro.
For sure.
Okay.
It's not. I'm not sure where, but
Okay.
preferably MLS in the United States.
For sure.
Okay.
Definitely.
And if not, Europe.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Favorite movie of all time? You got a favorite movie?
Yeah. I think it's Interstellar.
Okay.
That's an interesting
It's-
choice.
yeah.
Really?
It's up there. I don't got like I'm a movie head, but I really like Interstellar.
It's a good movie. I like it a lot.
Okay. Do you have a weird hobby that you've tried? What's the weirdest hobby you've tried? You think?
I was playing the drums like in primary school.
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
Why didn't you did you get into it? Or was you kind of competitive with it or
I
no?
stopped. I stopped because of soccer.
Facts.
It just. I
Okay.
went to practice instead of playing the drums.
Word. I feel that. Childhood celebrity crush. You got any childhood celebrity crush?
Yeah, Ariana Grande.
Okay. Wait. So is it the victorious Ariana Grande or the Ariana Grande? You
It's
know what I mean?
Victorious
Victorious.
Ariana.
Yeah. You got good
Yeah,
taste.
that's
For real.
right.
Definitely. For sure. What's the best concert you've been to? If so, what is it? You know?
I don't think I've been to a concert where
Have you
I
been
was,
to a concert?
where I was really
Yeah.
blown away.
For sure.
I want to go to one, but
Which one do you want to go to?
I I actually want to go to Bryson Tiller
Word?
concert. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's close by, but I really like.
For
his
real,
music.
you gotta set that up. For real.
Yeah.
Dream car. You got a dream car, bro?
Yeah. BMW i8.
That's my dream car.
Really?
That's my
You
dream
tell me
car.
that. Dang.
Yo,
I like that, bro.
I'm in.
Word. It's my
We
guy.
got-
I like this guy. Man. I like this guy.
If you would have asked me, I would have said that same. But
Really?
that's like my dream car. Like
Really?
my regular, like something I'm working towards would be like a Lexus IS.
Facts.
Like that's
'Cause
like
our
my
mom has a
regular
Lexus
car. Yeah.
RS 350, and I love I love when I drive it.
Yeah, that's like my regular dream. But my dream car is a i8. Like I want a BMW i8.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a beautiful car.
Facts.
Beautiful car.
Waffles or pancakes, bro? Which one?
Waffles.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you?
Pancakes.
Now, there's different types
You
of
be
waffles.
eating waffles more than anybody I know.
There's different types of waffles, though. I like the Belgian waffles. You know what I mean? Like the waffles you get at a hotel.
Okay, but waffles are pancakes.
Probably waffles, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly. You eat waffles more than any. You eat waffles every day.
I ain't gonna
the box
lie.
be empty.
No,
in
I
the freezer.
do not.
You
Chill the heck out.
How you go? I be
exposing
holding in the
me.
freezer.
The heck?
And
Dang.
the box be empty every time I pick up the
Hi,
box.
bro.
there's
You don't
no
eat the
in
waffles?
there.
The heck?
I know. I just be checking because you be eating the waffles.
Wow. Okay. All right. You just exposed me.
I don't
All
even
right.
got a chance because they be gone by the
You
time
never.
I buy
You
them.
never ate. All right. Whatever. All right. I'm gonna let
What
you
if
have
I
your.
wanna try
I'm gonna
them,
let you
but
have
they're
your
already
little,
gone?
your little moment. Okay. Do you enjoy your alone time?
I do. I really do. enjoy
What does that look like? I don't know. Do you even want to say that? What is that?
Yeah,
Little,
no,
okay.
alone time is just chilling in my room,
Mhm.
listening to music, maybe watching shows, watching a movie,
Nice.
just doing whatever that.
Doing you.
Yeah.
You know, for
Yeah.
sure. Last one. Okay. What was the favorite age of childhood for you? What was that age of childhood where you was like, I kind of wish I was back there, you know?
Damn.
Well, what's the? I know.
That's a deep one.
Word.
Ooh. I would go back to being 15.
Okay.
Not that far ago.
Interesting.
Not that far ago.
Why is that, you think?
It's just when everything, you start to mature a little bit.
For sure.
When you were still
Right.
like a little kid, I would
Yeah.
say. And it's just, having fun with friends every day. Going to school just to see friends, it was a really good experience for me.
Definitely.
And I just had a lot of fun when I was 15.
For sure.
Yeah.
I love that.
Nice.
That's it so far. I kind of want to end it there, man. Bro, like I said earlier, I appreciate you for being my first student athlete, bro. Let's give him a little round of applause.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
You did good, bro. I really appreciate it, bro. This is going to be out maybe next week, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to send it to you and everything. Do you have any, last words you want to say to the people? What are some last words you want to say to the people?
First of all, I want to thank you guys for having me.
Always,
Thank you very
bro.
much.
Always.
Appreciate
and
it.
Not really. I don't really have nothing to say right now.
For sure.
It's a really good podcast.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. We're still getting going.
Yeah, we still getting.
Yeah,
No,
we still
for
working
sure.
some
It's
things
like
out.
I watch a couple podcasts.
Yeah.
And I like this one.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, brother.
You guys doing you. It's
Appreciate
good.
it. So stay tuned for the next episode and let us know what you think. Let us know if you liked the episode. Let us know if you didn't. Let us know if we can make any changes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like,
and,
comment, share.
For sure.
all that.
And if you want to come on, email me. I'm gonna put my email in there. I'm gonna put my Instagram and everything, like our info and all that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this is a much needed conversation for college students, international students, student athletes in general. So that's my little spiel. Appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time for sure.
Thank you very much.